This episode of Capes and Lunatic Sidekicks is brought to you by Tweaked Audio. To get awesome headphones, go to tweakedaudio.com and use the coupon code Southgate to get 30% off, free shipping, and a lifetime warranty. Or you can get there through the link on our website, southgatemediagroup.com.
This is Luca Perich, and you are listening to the Capes and Lunatic Sidekicks podcast.
What about our Quasar podcast, The Quantum Zone?
What about our Quasar podcast?
Wendell Vaughn, the first Earthman ever appointed Protector of the Universe. Bonded to the energy-transforming quantum bands that are both weapons and symbols of his station, he fights an ongoing battle to defend all life in the universe from cosmic evil as Quasar.
Hello and welcome back to the Quantum Zone, episode 129. That's right. That's pretty damn big. I am Phil. Joining me as always, Master of the Quantum Zone.
I'm Will. Hey, everyone.
And Master of the Irish entrance, it is.
This is Matt. Good day. That's not a top of the morning to you. If you're in Australia.
Oh yes. Speaking of Australia, we do
big Oz episode.
He missed an episode. He missed the episode last time, and you know he wasn't going to let that sit. So yes. So previously on the Quantum Zone, we talked Quasar issue 50. So for those of you who don't remember or didn't read it or whatever you want to say, we have feedback from Ray from Into the Night, a Moon Knight podcast. To Know Her is to Fear Her, the Spider-Woman podcast. Last Sons of Krypton, the Superman podcast, and last Tuesday every month, with me and Matt Kona talking Scarlet Spider right here.
Yes.
All right. So a quick recap of last episode's issue. Here's Ray.
Hello, Quantum Zoners. This is Ray. Apologies for sending in some belated feedback for issue 50 of Quasar. So I guess a little bit of a recap of the previous issue, because you guys are no doubt into 51. So... issue 50, and again, apologies, I did actually send some feedback, less than a week ago, but I mixed it up with some of issue 51's content. So anyway, so issue 50 though, look, I'll keep this kind of short and sweet. Estragal, I wasn't too invested in her character, unfortunately. I like the idea that she's a Babylonian death goddess. But yeah, I loved how the stakes were risen with this. So issue 50, understandably so, had to be big because it was a big milestone issue. But it didn't reach the heights, of course, of Cosmos and Collision and all that sort of stuff. But it brought in the Living Tribunal and Chaos and Order. So they're always fun to see with Grunwald playing with those sorts of toys. The two things that really stick out in my mind were, you guys obviously no doubt mentioned Ren and Stimpy made an appearance. I wondered if those other characters were Marvel-owned properties from kind of peripheral titles. I was kind of having a look. I was wondering if it was, I don't know, like kind of Conan-esque or Cull-esque characters, the barbarian-looking people. But I'm not too sure. But anyway, Ren and Stimpy were the ones that kind of really stood out. The second bit that really stuck out for me for this story was Wendell's armor, which he conjured up. Now, I'm not sure if you guys are aware of Valiant Comics' Exo Manowar, but that was a direct rip-off of it. So I'm assuming around this time, because Valiant did have a little bit of a rise in the 90s, with Joe Quesada, actually. I'm not sure if it was this actual year, but he actually went over and drew some great issues of Exo Manowar. But a pretty cool armor, pretty distinct, and I don't think there's any coincidence there. I think it was a direct reference to that. So pretty cool to see. But at the same time, it's kind of like Night Watch, which was, a blatant rip-off of another certain character. This one was like a little nod, I guess. So yeah, it was a pretty enjoyable kind of issue, but I guess the way it ended was a little anticlimactic as well. I love the fact that the Silver Surfer and Quasar were pitted against each other, because a couple of my favourite cosmic characters. For Wendell to have figured out what was happening by looking at chaos and order and then feigning defeat, well, actually, you have to go through a lot of punishment to actually make it look realistic. It seemed like too easy a door, like I don't know what you call it, a loophole, or a too easy a solution to it. I thought it wouldn't have been that obvious. It shouldn't have been that obvious to them as to what was happening. But anyway, regardless, it was a pretty fun issue. Anyway, I shall be quiet now, because I am going to look forward to your read through of issue 51, and I'll drop some thoughts for that as well. But keep going. Love the prism covers. There should be more of them. Bring them back, and keep it quantum. Whoa, that's pretty damn big.
I know what he wants a prism cover on. I believe it's tomorrow's Avengers, the next part of Age of Khonshu. Which I still don't know if Kona read yet. Part
no,
1 or 2.
I haven't read the second part. I fell behind. I forgot about it.
How's that been?
All right. I mean, I'm trying to remember the last part. Basically, it looked like he took out Mephisto, but yeah, so I don't know if like Khonshu's playing him or Khonshu's getting played by something. So yeah, like I said, I'm wondering if they're going to be like, separating him and Khonshu for a while, or I don't know. But I was trying to think of other big comic book news. But hey, did you see all the stuff that went down at DC last week?
So break it down. Are they no more paper? Just
no, I think
novels. What's going on?
I know they want to put a big emphasis on digital, but I think they're still printing paper now. I mean, Warner's was cleaning house, and that includes DC. So a bunch of people got let go.
Yeah,
which is kind of odd. Like a week before you're doing your big DC fandom online convention thing. Which literally tonight I saw like between two different channels, I saw like, I think every commercial break there was a fandom commercial.
Really?
Yeah.
And it wasn't necessarily DC. It was even above Warner, AT&T.
Oh yeah.
It was all corporate stuff. I mean,
but again, just like Lilith was saying the other day, just the optics. It's like, all these people got let go, and now you're just like, yeah, let's have a big party, online party.
Yeah. Not good optics.
That's like, why didn't they wait at least a week or two? Wait till, wait 2 days after the thing and be like, oh yeah, we're letting people go. But I mean, yeah, so I know they said they're cutting back their line a little bit, like by like 25% or something. So I didn't know.
Wiping out the pedals.
Yeah, I mean, I know. Yeah, they put out a list of stuff they're canceling, like Hawkman. I'm surprised. I thought Young Justice would have been doing good. Young Justice. There's a few other things. John Constantine Hellblazer, which I was like, and there's a few other things. Yeah, but I didn't know, because I mean, Marvel's in a much better shape because they're backed by Disney. But it's just like, has the industry got to the point where they're like, oh hey, wait, we're putting out too many books? At least those two, Marvel and DC. I don't know, man.
Dire times.
Strange times.
The Rona. But no, I mean, I don't want them to kill too many books I'd like, but it's like, I don't know, maybe more quality over quantity.
I mean, Marvel flooded shelves in the 90s, right?
Mm.
100 plus books a month, which is insane, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, because I remember, I mean, there was a point there was a point you could probably buy all or most of the books Marvel were putting out. Now there's no way in hell.
No. Same with DC. I mean,
well, like I said, they're cutting back, but I was like, I pretty much know what's going to be safe over at DC.
Batman.
Who was that again?
Batman.
Ray's favorite.
Oh, okay.
But no, I just mean,
What the F?
What was I going to say? I theorized about this years ago, but it's like, do you think we could ever see a point where Disney would just like buy them out and like they could have Marvel and DC?
I don't know. There's some like conglomeration rules, right? Or something.
Antitrust.
Yeah.
Keep monopolies from being formed. I don't know.
Grease the wheels with that green grease, buddy. Batman and the Secret Avengers, it's coming. Oh,
Age of the Bat instead of Age of Conjure. Oh, I'm gonna catch Pet for that one.
I was gonna say we could get a Batman versus Moon Knight story. Because Batman takes care of his sidekicks. Ray, what happened to Midnight Ray?
Wasn't that the Revenge of the Sidekicks that ran through Amazing Spider-Man?
Yeah, and then like he came back during that Charlie Houston run, and he was, Midnight was even like a crazier cyborg,
Nice.
letting him get killed. Yeah.
What the F?
But oh hey, I know we always talk Star Trek here from time to time. Did anybody watch Lower Decks yet? Well, you better be watching it, Konex. We're gonna be covering the first 3 episodes. So.
Well, I thought we were watching the first 3 episodes.
Yeah.
And, are there only 2 or are there 3 now?
Well, 3's coming out this week on Thursday.
So I'm gonna wait.
Oh, you're gonna watch them all at once?
Yeah. I've already heard that there's some good Ferengi content. So
There was a Ferengi in episode 2. Yeah.
I have my expectations set to a certain level.
We are halfway through season 6 of Deep Space Nine at this point, so we still have a few episodes to go until we make it to Lower Decks.
I mean, I guess it's set in the present time. I mean, it's kind
Same
of
time
weird.
as Picard.
Maybe it's. I mean, it's hard to. I don't think they ever really say, but I mean, I don't know. It's just weird. It's just like the least important ship, and
Yeah.
we don't make first contact. We make second contact. Yeah, it's really weird. Now, there is a Marvel connection, though, because the guy who does the voice of, I think it's the security officer, he does the voice of the Hulk in those new Marvel cartoons on Disney.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, that guy's always working. So, you watching anything besides Star Trek, Will?
Not really, no. I mean, we're just slowly making our way through. I think we talked about this last week. My wife and I were talking about how overall Next Gen had a certain level of quality, that kind of average level of quality that you could go per episode. Deep Space Nine seems to be not quite at that level, but there's some really good episodes.
Uh-huh.
And there are some not so good episodes.
What, Deep Space Nine?
Yeah.
Yeah, like I said, Deep Space Nine really wasn't my favorite. I don't know if like I've been, every during the week I'll turn on BBC America and they'll be playing Star Trek. For a while, I mean, they were playing, I'd say at least a year, they were playing like Next Gen and Voyager, and then they switched to Next Gen and Deep Space Nine. And then, like, I swear, like, at least the last week or two, they just been playing Next Gen, so I don't know if everyone was just like, just do Next Gen.
We'll just do Next Gen, yeah.
I saw the one today where the Picard and the others got turned into kids.
Oh. Turn back the clock.
We just watched the episode of Deep Space Nine where Dax and Chief O'Brien and Dr. Bashir got shrunk down.
Oh, yeah. But no, I'm sure Kona likes the one where Picard gets turned into a kid because it's a big Ferengi episode. The couple Ferengi try to take over the ship.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Although
What season is that? I should go watch that.
I think it's season 6. I think.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's like towards the beginning of season 6.
Ensign Rowe gets DH too. Ensign Rowe is on there. Right?
Yeah, Rowe, Guinan, Keiko, and Picard. Yeah.
Nice.
It is kind of brilliant though, that they take like the kid actor who played his Picard's nephew, I think in season 4. They bring him back to play him de-aged. Yeah, it's
Yeah. Family resemblance.
But it's so funny. Patrick Stewart's great because, they use the transporter. Spoilers. They use the transporter to cure him. First thing he does, he steps off the transporter. He like rubs his head. He's like, "Oh, hair's gone again."
You would think in the 24th century they could do something about that, but whatever.
Yeah.
Got some good plugs in the 24th century.
Yes.
Yeah, there were some weird ones because I think was it the episode right after that? It was the one where a fistful of datas. Where Worf and Alexander are stuck on the holodeck.
Another holodeck episode,
and all the characters get transformed into Data. So he has to he gets in a shootout with a character that has Data's reflexes and stuff.
Tough matchup.
I think Brent Spiner just loves playing a bunch of characters.
Yeah.
When my paw gets here, he's gonna make you sorry.
And his paw is him.
I know. Data with a mustache is Hollander. Some weird stuff.
I'll be back in 1 second. I just have to grab one thing.
Okay. He's going to watch Star Trek.
Yeah.
Matt Conan, we'll be back. So what else is up in the world? Don't mail anything. Trying to think if there's any other podcasting stuff, and he really should cut his hair.
I
do need a haircut.
I do remember seeing that the first fire tornado.
Oh yeah. Is that in Nevada?
I think so. That's so 2020.
I know.
Fire tornadoes. What? I mean, I was just getting over my murder hornet.
Murder hornets. Yeah, I know.
Jeez.
2020. What will you throw at us next?
There's a nebula that has we call it kind of a heartbeat that's in sync with a pulsing that it's sending out with like a close by 100 light years away black hole or something. So aliens. Say I don't know. I'm not saying it's aliens, but it's aliens.
Yeah.
Hey, aliens! If you're looking to abduct somebody, Pennsylvania Avenue. All right, so I think we've babbled enough. Should we get to this issue?
Let's go.
Issue 50. Oh man, only 9 more regular issues after this.
It's crazy.
An irregular Starbrand blast.
Wow.
All right, so Quasar 50 from every angle terror strikes. Oh my lord, I got a message from I think when he sent the feedback, Ray sent me a message. He was just like, "Oh man, what a name, the geometer." Yes, because from every angle terror strikes. Get it? It's a math joke. All right.
Hey Phil, what's your angle? What's your angle, man?
All right, so Quasar 51 from October 1993. The conservation of angular momentum. Okay. Of course, Mark Grunwald, writer. John Hebink, guest penciler. Cabrera, Amash, Omeg, inker. So we got 3 inkers. Janice Chang, letterer. Carl Gafford, colorist. So what, another new colorist. Mike Rockwitz, editor. Ralph Macchio, group editor. Tom DeFalco, editor and chief. Oh, is that like the nth projector?
Probably.
Oh, you know what else I forgot? I think this isn't good news, but I think last week was the anniversary of Mark Grunwald's passing.
Yeah. I think Mike Wieringo too, or Ringo.
Yeah, that's so weird. Yeah, it was like the same day, I think.
Mm-hmm. Just years apart.
Yeah, just years apart, but the same day. Yeah. Yeah, because Grunwald was, 96, I think?
Mm-hmm. And then Ringo was 2000 something, I think.
I think, yeah. Because he was still working on stuff in, early 2000s, I think. Either late 90s or early 2000s, yeah.
Let's see.
And that's just horrible. I mean, Grunwald was...
2007.
Yes.
When he died, yeah.
That's right, because it was around Civil War, yeah. But yeah, no, it's just so sad that we lost a talent like Grunwald. Plus, if Grunwald was still around, we'd probably have more Quasar around somewhere.
Oh, yeah, I would expect so.
Maybe we were going to another book. All right.
There'd be a lot of other random characters that have been forgotten about in little nooks and crannies that he'd bring back in fun, creative ways.
We could get the Angler back.
Yeah. We need the Angler back.
All right. So, flying around in a...
What is that? Is that a Trans Am? I don't know cars.
It was like a Ferrari kind of thing.
Yeah, I'd say either a Ferrari or a Porsche or something. I don't know.
Spoiler on the back, which, helps with speed. So.
Hey, Kona, no spoilers.
Oh, sorry. First, there's a spoiler on the first page.
Yes, says Quasar and Kayla are making out. Look at him. He's not even watching the red.
That's good point.
Now, all right. So now halfway between Florida and New York, a rather unusual aircraft is making an unscheduled flight. Is that what we're calling it now?
Uh-huh.
He's trying to land it. So he's somehow talking as his lips are like entwined in Kayla's. Kayla, you can't believe how happy I am that we're together again.
Make me believe.
Yeah, it's definitely some Def Leppard music blaring from the quantum stereo system it is.
I know, man. If he hadn't had that hair ripped out a couple issues back, man, he'd really have the mullet going too.
Oh man.
So they're still their lips haven't parted yet, and they're still got big conversations going. Because he says, after all you went through because of me, I'm just surprised you'd still want to have anything to do with me.
Just promise me it won't happen again, and we can forget about it.
Can we? He's thinking, it's a heck of a lot to forget, as I summarize in my head while I'm making out. It's a lot to forget. How I came back from a distant multiverse with an incredible potent power source called the Starbrand, and accidentally gave it to Kayla when I embraced her. Without knowing it, she had suddenly become one of the most powerful mortals in the universe, and the target for any number of beings who wanted what she had. Chief among them, her roommate, a lady who called herself Erishkigal, after the Babylonian death goddess. But when Ursh got the brand and used it against one of the major muckamucks of this multiverse, she did herself in, and the Living Tribunal gained control over the Starbrand. Oh, Lord. I then had my old pal, Dr. Druid, my old pal I just met 4 issues ago, deal with the trauma of everything she had been through. And nice summary of, last issue, and then she got Starbrand in, 31? And
at the end of 31.
Yes. And now here she is, the nice normal Earth girl this space caddie's been gaga over since the day we met.
Oh, you want me to do that? Or do you
I think you're first, and then.
Yeah. What's wrong? The quantum mobile ran out of gas?
Nope. Just giving my lips a rest while my eyes get their turn to enjoy you. Because it's hard to kiss and talk at the same time.
Or recap, 20 issues. So
yeah. Well, that was in his head. It's hard to recap in your head while the blood's somewhere else. All right. Several leisurely hours later. We know what that means.
So how long before you have to go back into space again?
Well, that depends. I do have a number of loose ends to wrap up here on Earth before I go off gallivanting again. I need to check up on Kismet, for instance.
Oh, her.
Yeah, her. Kismet, yes.
I'd almost forgotten what had happened.
Hang tight. I'll just be a minute as he jumps out into the river. My poor cosmic companion somehow got it in her head to hassle Kay about the Starbrand.
See, issue number 49.
2 weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
One thing led to another, and Kismet got hurt and spun some sort of recuperative cocoon around herself. And here it is. I was hoping it'd keep until I took care of business in Florida. Florida. a set of quantum pontoons, and she's all set. I know a far better convalescence site than the bottom of New York Harbor, as he puts not a U-Haul on the back of the Quantum Mobile.
U-Haul.
Had to label it, didn't he?
Oh, yeah.
Quasar. How is she?
The same. I wouldn't fret about Kismet too much, Kayla, as he puts the cocoon back in the back of the Q-Haul. She'll pull through. I've got a lot of confidence in her cosmic regenerative powers.
So where are we taking her?
To the place where I used to work, the Upstate Government Energy Research Facility, Project Pegasus.
Woohoo! Back Project Pegasus.
Because he says, haven't been...
Firing the Wayback Machine.
So, when's the last time we actually saw Pegasus? Was it issue 8? Or at least since Quasar's been there? I don't think he's been back since issue 8.
No, because he was there when he was 13.
Oh, yeah. Dr.
Starbrand.
Strange, yeah. Oh, wait. Oh, no. Yeah, so 13 maybe. Okay. The beginning
13, no, maybe it was 14.
Well,
because they met, fought, and then...
Oh, yeah. 14 maybe, yeah.
Yeah, he just sort of dumped him there.
So part 2 of Journey.
Yeah.
Don't stop. I haven't been back here in well over a year, but as far as I know, I'm still welcome. Hey, some activity out in the yard.
Shura, look up in the sky.
Alert the chief below. Because there's guardsmen bringing something in.
Oh man, I don't remember the.
I was gonna say who was doing Hyperion? I can't remember. It's been so long.
I'll be Blue Shield.
Okay, I'll take Hyperion. A flying cart and trailer. You recognize it?
No, but just because it looks innocuous, I wouldn't drop my guard.
Hyperion, Blue Shield, I come in peace.
Quasar? How have you been, stranger?
Can't complain. Hey, Shield, what are you doing here? I thought you were resigning as security chief.
Well, I changed my mind. Quitting a good job in this economy is nuts.
It's not even Corona either. It's like this glowing yellow car comes zooming out of the sky. Boy, I wonder who it is. Oh, guys, I want you to meet my friend, Kayla Ballantyne.
Ooh, she's been friend zoned.
I know, man. You made out with her from Florida to New York, and all of a sudden, hey, it's my friend.
Hey, this girl I know.
Or hey, my other girl's back in the Q Hall.
Yeah.
Okay, this is Hyperion and the Blue Shield.
Nice to meet you. So what's in the trailer?
Another friend of mine, believe it or not. Wait, you met her once. Remember the golden-skinned woman who called herself her?
See, issue number 28 and 29. How could I forget?
She knocked you up. How could you forget? What's with those vault guardsmen? I thought the project was out of the supervillain lockup business.
The vault's getting overcrowded. We've agreed to house felons of extra-dimensional origin for them here.
And soon inside. Oh, I mean... No!
There we go.
So I guess after he starts explaining. So if you can just provide a small secure room where her cocoon can be monitored, I'd be very appreciative. She really shouldn't be any trouble at all.
Until she emerges.
Okay. Okay, Quasar. We'll see what we can do. Now I have to go supervise the installation of our latest prisoner, Hype. Hype, you find Quasar what he requires.
Will do.
Hype like Hyperion. Sorry.
Oh, he's a hype man.
Yeah.
That's right.
Are you ready?
15 minutes
Make
later.
some room for this cocoon.
15 minutes later. This is great. More elaborate than I'd hoped. Just make sure no techno gets it in his head to start experimenting with the cocoon in any way. Kismet's no felon. She deserves some respect.
I'll see to it personally, Quaz.
And Quasar's like rubbing the cocoon. Well, Kismet, you'll be safe here. Whenever you're ready to come out, I'll have the project get hold of me, okay?
If you're not in any hurry, you really should say hi to the rest of the squadron, Quasar.
Oh, okay. And as they're walking down the hall, hey, That guy you were checking in from the vault. I know him. That's the angler. Remember him, Kayla? We ran into him on the day we met.
In the near memorable issue number 3.
Episode 4 of the Quantum Zone.
Wow. 124 episodes? Is it what, 128?
Well, this is 129, so yeah. Oh,
Oh wow. 25.
Ran into him after that, too, when I had the Starbrand.
oh, really? Oh, yeah, remember
There's
Galactic Storm?
Arcana consulting with the Med Boys. We extra-dimensional refugees have to earn our room and board somehow.
So what are they doing with him?
Probably just running the routine induction exam.
Mind if I stay to watch? I never did find out what that guy's backstory was. But
I don't mind, but it's probably going to be a long wait before they get anything resembling answers from him. Let's go see the rest of the squadron. We can check up on him later.
okay. I never did find out his backstory, so throw him in the foreshadowing machine.
All right. I'm going to be the med scientist or this guy. This guy's vault file says they never quite managed to remove this character's skin tights to figure out what he looks like, Moonglow.
It won't be much of a problem for a sorceress of my abilities. Watch.
Will you look at that? Half of his body transforms into something like crystal.
Imagine the stress his entire body must be under with two such dissimilar physical forms linked so intimately. I can't imagine such an organism being stable. What's his alien side composed of, Dr. Lipton?
I'll let you know as soon as I can figure it out.
And several levels below.
Wizard and Doc Spectrum are on a field mission, but the rest of the gang should be here.
What kind of mission?
During our exile on your Earth, we've agreed to serve as the project's investigators of extra-dimensional phenomenon, fitting considering our origins.
And we get a sideways splash page. So,
Go ahead, Matt. Hyperion talks on here, so.
Okay, all right. Nice save, Skylark.
Shape got it.
But as you can see, we do have downtime in between missions.
What's our play?
It hasn't touched the ground.
Haywire cheat again.
He shoots non-quantity tendrils out of his finger.
We need a new drop. Non-sparkly, non-quantum. So Quasar comes in with a catcher's mitt. Sorry to butt in, but it was going foul anyway.
He's mixing up his sports.
Yeah.
Yes.
You're looking good, Quasar.
Whoa. Thanks, Power Princess.
Mwah. The name's Haywire, pretty lady, and you are?
Kayla.
What brings you to the project?
A sick friend. Shape's like, enough talk, Shape's team winning. Let's play volleyball. And yeah, that's when the alarm goes off. Wait, where's my alarm? Security alert.
That actually matches it really well.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Certainly better than a rim shot.
Kayla, I'm going to go with them to check it out. You should be safe here as they all just leave her.
So what am I supposed to do in this weird place by myself?
And we see Quasar and the squadron taking off down the hall. Why is it that nearly every time I come to visit, there's some kind of emergency? Am I bad luck or what?
Monitor says the call's coming from the compound where we left Moonglow and the angler.
Hoo-hee!
That's some awesome line right there.
Who that?
Who dat? Oh, and we see a giant angler impaling a guard. Because those are like claws now.
Oh.
As he's saying.
Graphic.
Oh, no.
And head of security. Put that man down. Okay, all right, you got me. Until the end.
You heard him. Put him down. That's the angler? Hey, puts the guy down.
Shape, find Moonglow and be careful.
Okay. Don't know what's happened to him, but he's more dangerous than ever. As Quasar puts him in a bubble, and he cuts right through it.
Hey, pointy head. Gonna tangle up your angles. Oh, man, he's slashing through my dimensional filament like it was kite string.
Hold your ears, hey. My hypersonic cry is not even slowing him down.
You're off, Lark. Hype and I are going to try some excessive force. She steamrolls into him. He sort of disappears. What?
He vanished?
Reappeared 6 feet ahead. He sticks him.
Like scratches them as they like go.
Well, I think I've been sliced open.
Me too, but I'm supposed to be invulnerable.
I'm holding in the bleeding, but I need to get to the infirmary quick.
Hang on, my love.
He almost cut Power Princess's costume right off. There's got to be something you can't slice through.
Linda, take Zara to sick bay. Her right side's been cut from ribcage to ankle.
So's yours.
Mine's healing already. I want to stay and help out here.
Blood! Arcana's lying in blood. She needs help.
I'm gonna fry this son of a...
Ooh. Hype! Watch it with those wild blasts. You'll do more damage to the project than to him.
Alright, you hold him. I'll see to Arcana.
Does Haywire say it first? No,
That's okay.
Okay, some sort of linear teleportation.
Not fair. Angry baby keeps blinking in and out of sight.
Quasar grabs Haywire. Come on, if we can get ahead of him, maybe we can head him off. I'll fill the corridor with dense rows of columns. You tangle up the gaps between them.
Sounds like a plan.
Oh.
Sounds like a plan, Jan.
Quasar's blocked corridor 70. I'll have to go the long way.
Hype, please help Arky.
Quasar, Arcana's been slit too. Take her to the infirmary for me.
Huh? But
Please, I want to nail this slashing maniac.
But I might be better able...
We don't have time to argue.
Well, alright. As Quasar grabs Arcana and flies off. Hang on, Arcana. I'll get you the medical help in no time.
Our probe's triggered changes. Not supposed to happen.
Easy, lady. Don't try to talk.
Touch, teach. You what I know.
Whoa, she's transmitting images directly into my brain.
Whoa, that's pretty damn big.
I see a man, one of Roxxon Oil Company's mercenary Nth commandos, assigned to locate extra-dimensional energy sources.
Backstory, perhaps?
Oh! Backstory alert! Apparently, his Nth projector malfunctioned and he fell through a rift into some abstract dimension where he encountered some sort of bizarre creature. He tried to warp away, but the creature caught him with some sort of device, which partially transformed him into the angular-looking humanoid I knew as the Angler. After finally managing to get back to Earth, the Angler made his way to Fantastic Four headquarters, hoping to steal the Nth projector the FF had confiscated, though what he wanted with it, Arcana couldn't determine. So that brings us to issue 3. So Quasar gets to the med bay. Another casualty!
Arcana!
And he just drops her off, flies off. Thanks! Okay, so now I know a little of the Angler's backstory, but I still don't have a clue how to stop him. Maybe Hype? Hype!
Think Arg on your back. Grappled with him, but he slinked away. Managed to wipe Shape and Haywire. Get them to the infirmary so I can...
No way, Hype. You had your chance to stop him. Now it's my turn. Skylark will be along in a moment to help you play ambulance. Oh, somebody's pulling rank, even though they don't work there anymore.
Oh, man.
Quasar hits a button on the wall. Security, this is Quasar. Lost the Angler on E-level, Corridor 7. Any current whereabouts?
D-level, quarter 16.
Thanks. And he takes off. Though by the time I get there, I'll probably have moved. He's heading toward the surface. Hey, I thought of an idea. But on sea level... sea level? He's on sea level?
This stupid place is like a maze. And that alarm must be telling everyone to clear the halls. Because I haven't seen a soul. No, him. Changed, but it's still him. Stay back. I mean you no harm. But if I did... What? I must somehow still have... I've got... Oh, no.
And Quasar comes down like a tube. Kayla and the Angler. Stay back, Kay. I'll save you.
But I don't need...
Recognize this Angler, another nth projector.
Left in the project. Way back in Marvel 2-in-1 number 57.
That's one of the ones we covered, right? That might have, was that the last one? Yeah. But the nth projector that he was going the Four Freedoms Plaza for was from Captain America 289, I believe.
Uh-huh.
Because Roxxon got it into their head that they were going to transport like the Avengers, the Fantastic Four, and the X-Men to another dimension. But Captain America cut off the power source, so they got to all the headquarters and like their projectors weren't working. They're like, oh crap. So Quasar appears to blast the Angler. And it's your ticket back to Angle Land. Which is closed because of Corona.
Yeah. It's near Engleland, sorry.
Anglewood.
Were they drive on the right angle side of the road?
That's right.
And it's your ticket, or at least somewhere other than here. I had no time to figure out how to program this, so you could have just dumped them anywhere. It's okay, Kayla. He's gone.
Wendell, I have it. I still have it.
What? What are you?
Look, he's back.
I guess using the projector wasn't as brilliant as I thought. That's not him. That's the figure in the mist. That's the one who created the Angler. Because next, the Geometer, Ray's favorite.
Geometer.
That is a weird name, Ray. It's just like, it's the algebra. It's the algebra.
Algebra-ometer.
I was just looking at the letters page. I guess they said they got a letter from Australia about the weight room.
Oh, okay.
Saxon Brenton. Do you know it? Do you know that person, Ray?
From 24 years ago? 24 years ago?
You Australians all know each other, right, Ray?
Tricky Dicky.
All right, so what did we think?
I like the Angler. I like the fact that they're sort of moving to a different story, but also harkening back to things that I really dug about Quasar in the past, while he's sort of balancing the strangeness of the future and having lasting effects of Starbrand, trying to clean up his life, his relationship. Where's he stand with Kayla? They seem to be, rekindling or kindling, since they never really had a chance to get things started. They went on a date and then he got called away, and then sort of everything hit the fan.
Yeah, so, she was stuck in space. So they've basically had so far one real date, and they made out in a flying car. That's about it.
Yeah, it is ironic. I just made the connection that they are star-crossed lovers. Suck it, Lilith.
Oh, nice. We have to cut that up. Yes.
And according to the Marvel Chronology Project, the Geometer appeared in exactly 2 issues in the Marvel Universe.
Quasar 51 and Quasar 52?
How did you guess, Phil?
So, and it was only one panel in this one, so
yeah.
So basically all his major appearances are in Quasar 52.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Oh my lord. But I mean, the art wasn't bad in this, but I don't know, just another thing that hurt this book, besides crossovers, that there's just the ring around the artists.
Mm-hmm. Well, and it's funny that they said that John was a guest penciler, because he takes it. He's the series penciler until really the end, although there's a fill-in issue in 59 that Andy Smith does.
Yeah.
And that's the only issue that Grunwald didn't have anything to do with. It's written by Ron Mars.
Yes.
Double fill-in issue.
Mm-hmm. But I don't know. John is a really good artist. It's just, I don't know that his style quite fit with at least what I was expecting. Quasar is sleek sci-fi, and John's art wasn't kind of that sleek sci-fi look. It was a little more, I don't know what that.
It's not even that it's not even bad art. It's just so different from what came before.
Yeah, it had a different feel to it, and yeah. But yeah, John's a really good artist, and he was on. I think he did some Nick Fury work. He's done quite a bit of stuff over the years.
Because I thought I thought it was a different artist on the cover, but it says it's him. But I guess maybe it's a different inker, maybe colorist,
possibly.
too.
And the color is definitely, I think, is different.
Yeah.
Too, so
because I like the cover. Because like I said, I was in a store the one time and they had like a thing to hang on your wall, and it was a Quasar cover. And I was about to buy it, but it was Quasar 53, the Warlock one, which we're gonna get to pretty soon. It was basically just like Quasar's head down in the cup. I'm like, look at a giant Warlock cover with just like Quasar's head down at the bottom.
Good call.
Warlock.
Oh, what is that? That's gonna be like 2 weeks. Oh Lord. So yeah. So next week 52, and then 2 weeks Quasar 53 with Warlock, and then we get the Starblast, kids.
Blast off.
I mean.
And we will finally put to rest.
Talk about your art.
Actual reading order.
Oh yes, you want it? Hey, have you been confused your whole life about the order of Starblast? We will tell you
That's right. We will solve this problem for you.
The definitive order.
Yeah.
All right, so you guys want to hear what Ray had to say again?
Of course. Let's check back in with Ray.
All right, we started with Ray. We ended with Ray. All right, so. Again, you know that guy, Into the Night, a Moon Knight podcast, the Knowers, the Fear Her, the Spider-Woman podcast, Last Sons of Krypton, the Superman podcast, and the Scarlet Spider episodes of Ultimate Spider-Cast. Yeah, that guy. Okay, so.
Wait a minute. Do Into the Night again.
Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry, Ray. He hosts Into the Night, the Moon Knight podcast. He made me do it, Ray. All right. So let's see what.
Hello, Phil, Will, and Matt. This is Ray. Just sending in my thoughts as I walk outside in the nice morning sun of my workplace. Anyway, I'm just looking over my shoulder, just making sure people aren't listening. Okay. Anyway, just giving my thoughts for Quasar 51. Now, I really enjoyed this issue. It's a nice follow-up to issue 50. I'm not per se the biggest fan of the Angler.
How dare you?
Feels like he should be like wearing a raincoat and carrying a fishing rod. But he was a...
Suck it, Conan Lilith!
I think, to make it an exciting action sequence. First off, Kayla and Wendell, it's great to see that they finally got some time to spend together. Just wanted to point out, they were kind of really, really getting hot and heavy there, and then it pans to the next page or the next panel a few leisurely hours later. I mean, geez, I know Wendell's got his quantum bands, but he's got stamina, he's got endurance. Anyway, so that was cool to see some constructs made from the quantum bands.
15-minute intervals.
I love seeing the car, but and I guess this is testament again to Grunwald's quirky humour. He even then, when he picks up Kismet and he bundles her into a quantum banded, created, it's like a courier van. It's very detailed. So no, I just thought that was pretty funny as well. So also with Grunwald, I guess I'm not too familiar with a lot of the Squadron Supreme. I mean, I know the characters, but it seems that Grunwald had an investment. I mean, I know I've read about how he had with the Squadron Supreme. So No surprises that he uses them quite extensively here and in the Quasar run. Surprising though that Hyperion was defeated quite easily with the Angler, but he seems to have some sort of weird power which he can cut. It seems like the super strong people, and he managed to defeat them quite easily. But I really enjoyed this issue. Again, it kind of a return to I guess a rise in standards again. I enjoyed 50, but I think I enjoyed 51 a bit more. Just had a bit more meat to it. I know that sounds a bit weird, but yeah, I mean, you probably heard from my issue 50 feedback anyway. So yeah, it was any other final thoughts on it? No, I think the Geometer looks like a pretty cool idea, and I guess the creator of the Angler. So that's quite interesting. The designs I'm not too taken with, but I just like the concepts. So and also we get the little origin of the Angler, which is nice and convenient. Actually gives it a little bit more depth than just a here you go, all of a sudden I've appeared sort of character. So looking forward to issue 52 with the Geometer. There should be just like a character called the Ruler and the set square and the protractor as well, I feel. But anyway, yeah, really cool, and I'm looking forward to your read through of this issue, because some really cool roles there, a lot of characters to take up. So anyway, I'll catch you later.
If you're gonna make all those puns in your feedback, Ray, remember you have to say "suck it, Kona" and "suck it, Lilith."
Yeah, those are some good puns for some feedback here.
Yeah,
I love how he's like, I don't want my coworkers to hear me. You know, they're probably like, oh, the crazy guy's talking to the Yanks again.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't. Yeah, Ray, I don't know if you have the U-Hauls down there, but yeah, there's those things are called U-Hauls. So he makes the Q-Haul. and yeah, Grunwald's a little invested in Squadron Supreme. Not only did he write the miniseries, but he had his ashes added, the one in the printings of
added to the ink,
trade. Yes.
Printing. The cool thing is that Squadron was coming out a little before, I think, Watchmen was coming out.
Oh,
we were kind of dealing with similar things, but Grunwald was attacking it in his own unique way, whereas Moore and Gibbons were attacking it, completely differently.
That's a good episode idea. We'll have to do somewhere someday. The comparison of Watchmen and Squadron Supreme.
And there's actually I was reading a good article on that somewhere. I'll have to see if I can find it in the show notes, but there was something out there.
Oh, did you hear? I guess DC's putting out some like big book later in the year, I guess, about it. It's a bunch of DC stories from the 80s, but they're also going to put up Alan Moore had like some kind of pitch for a Twilight of the Superheroes series.
I remember reading that on the web very long time ago.
Yeah,
it's an interesting pitch.
Yeah, I guess they're gonna print. They're gonna print, his, whole typed up thing in that book. So
very interesting.
Because I'm sure they haven't gotten him mad enough. So
yeah, they seem to go out of their way to try and annoy him. I don't know why, but they do.
Oh yeah. All right. So, anything else?
I can't think of anything.
I got nothing in my navel.
That only makes two of us. Anyway, so send us your thoughts. Next week, Quasar 52, and then like we said, in 2 weeks, Quasar 53. Warlock, the Return of Moondragon. The worst double date in history. Email us, capesandlunatics@gmail.com. Call the voicemail 614-382-2737. That's 614-38-CAPES. And remember to follow the Quantum Zone on Facebook. We even have a Facebook group, Eon's Closet, Twitter, Instagram. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Go subscribe to our Patreon for all the Star Trek talk. Find links to everything all in one convenient place. That's Linktree, linktr.ee/capesandlunatics. And remember to support our sponsors, Tweaked Audio, Hunt a Killer, Pod Life the Book, Volume 1, now in digital and paperback. Get it. Get in on the ground floor. Volume 2 is coming soon. And when you go on Amazon to buy that and more, use the link for Southgate Media Group right down there in the show notes. Doesn't cost you a penny, but it helps us support this show, the network, and Rob Master Doom Southgate.
Make it rain. Please kick me in the pants.
All right, Matt Kona, where can people find you?
I can be found at Matt Kona, MATTKONA, in my own private white room, waiting for your response on Instagram or Facebook, at a table with a lot of other people who are confused about how long they've been there.
And a stack of copies of Marvel Team Up number 113.
See you later, bunkies.
All right, Will Allred, Master of the Quantum Zone.
You can find me at Wallred, that's at WALLRED, at Gmail and Twitter and Facebook and all those places. And you can find my self-published work, Diary of Night, at diaryofnight.com, with art by Gene Gonzalez, who's pretty amazing, and lettering by Russ Wooten.
Oh, yeah.
And you can find all kinds of really cool stuff about Quasar at the Quantum Zone, quantumzone.org.
Hey, boys, you look at the party? I love the party.
That's like Lil's new favorite. Anytime we mention the Quantum Zone and promote it, she's like, you have to hit that drop.
Hey, boys, you look at the party? I love the party.
I'll put it in my navel.
Indeed.
All right, everyone. Thank you for joining us. Again, come back next week. Quasar 52.
We're running out of issues.
I know. That's right. Like I said, after 60, we'll do a deep dive into some of those older issues. Then we'll get to the stuff that came after 60. Cause we've held Matt Kona off for like 2 years, man. We're gonna get to that Dazzler. Don't worry, man.
That happened.
Get some Dazzler for my bright shiny star over there.
Out sang the Enchantress. I don't know how I know that, because I would never have read Dazzler or anything.
All right, everyone. Come back next week for more math problems. And remember, Quantum Zoners, keep it geometric.